So, how's it going? Welcome to my channel and welcome to another video. So, today, comparatively, it's hot and humid. Even though the past history of the city indicates that, the coming months until the onset of February next year, the weather generally tends to be very pleasant, but year on year I've noticed that there are slight changes. I mean, sometimes the monsoons appear to be shorter, the winters warmer, etc., etc. So I often wonder, what would be the climate in 10 years down the line, because the data indicates that various human activities seem to be continuously contributing to rise in global temperatures. So as things stand, with the rising temperatures and the melting polar caps, it is very likely that the low-lying areas such as the beautiful islands of Mauritius could one day be gone. I mean, they'll be submerged and lost in time. I mean, unless we do something about it. I'm sure by now many of you might have heard about the incident that happened in Mexico. So one of their national oil companies reported that a pipeline had burst under the ocean, which caught fire, and the fire was so spectacular that it went viral, and it was dubbed as Eye of the Fire. I mean, the pictures probably don't do justice to it, but still, it did look spectacular, like one of those, Lord of the Ring kind of images. So it was quite spectacular, but that's not the point. The point being, things like this erode the biodiversity that we have. And I don't think anybody is really talking about, the damage it might have done. And that's a shame, really. So in addition to, leakage of oil underwater, there are also extensive reports that, talk about the raging wildfires in the Californias and, Australia. And it's alarming, their occurrences or the frequency at which they happen. And there is a lot of data that points, to the potential causes for such wildfires. And the leading factor is global warming. So irrespective of, the data and the general awareness of the public on the issues at hand, especially with respect to global warming, somehow the policies that are enacted seem to be, impotent. I mean, if you look at, for example, plastics, there are many experts who fear that we are at the tipping point, and if we don't do something about it, we might be getting closer and closer, maybe even eventually cross the point of no return. So I think all of us, need to acknowledge that and talk to whomsoever represents us. I'm sure many of you are aware about the great garbage patch in the Pacific Ocean and its impact on the marine life over there. Even though there is overwhelming evidence on what human activities are doing to the environment, we still do have, a lot of deniers who deny, climate change is happening, and some of these people are in very prominent positions where they can do changes for the better, but unfortunately these things don't happen due to various, socio-political, economic factors. Unless, the planet gives us a good kick, I think the pandemic probably was one such kick. We might not mend our ways. I mean, there are many simple things that can be done, like, especially, let's say, things that can be done to prevent, pollution of plastics. One thing that can be done is, prevent circulation, production or manufacture of virgin plastic. Prevent, countries, well-off countries from shipping their plastic waste to poorer countries. Promote or foster innovation, especially for substitute materials where, plastic finds a lot of applications in. I mean, we don't see that happening. So, I mean, these are some of the thoughts that come right off the bat, when you think about it, but we don't see any of these things really being done, or at least I'm not aware of it. So if you guys think that, something is being done, do let me know. Something of this sort that has some, credible impact than, just face value things that, a lot of legislators across the globe seem to be doing. So if you guys do know anything on this front that I missed, do let me know. So today's vlog was mostly done with the visor down, just to see how clean the audio would be with the new microphone at all. So I'm hoping it would be a lot better, at least with respect to the wind noise. I think that should be subdued by quite a bit. So do let me know down in the comments how I sound like with the visor down. I think, at least to my ear right now, I feel everything is boomy because I'm normally not used to, speaking with the visor down. So do let me know. So with that, I'll be signing off today. I hope to catch you guys in the next one. So until then, peace out.